Introducing the fantastic tales of Merryweather and Perryweather, where every month we produce new and totally free digital stories to add to any reading repertoire. Click the link or go to maryperrystories.com to get story time from your phone.
Hey, everybody, we're live.
Scooch this way, Soup.
Oh, yep.
He's good. Just scooch.
There we go.
A little bit more.
Wait, I'll get him. There he is. There you are.
I'll center it. Talk, Luke.
He's good.
I got it.
He's centered. He's good. Hey, everybody, welcome to the MLO Bros. We're live with Craig Hockenberry, Superintendent, the Soup from Poland Schools. We have a very Poland-centric show tonight. We're going back to our roots after being all over Youngstown,
Right.
Commissioners, Austin Town, all over everything.
Mhm.
We like to bring it home every now and then, so that's what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
So, what's new? How was your vacation? How was
Good. I go to Florida every year with my family. Year 14.
Yeah. Where do you go?
We go to Siesta. We have a
Siesta Key or Siesta? What
Siesta Key.
Is that the
right outside of Sarasota?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then is it warm? Was it freezing that?
Oh, the day it was 26 here,
Yeah.
minus 26 or
Yeah.
whatever. It was about 55, 60 there.
Mhm.
That was the
Damn.
coldest it got.
That was when we were there
Yeah.
because we were on the other side and we
Yeah.
were in St. Augustine.
Freezing.
Freezing.
That stinks.
We still went swimming in the ocean. Don't get
Oh,
me
did
wrong.
you?
Oh yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care.
We did too. Yeah. But it was great to get away, get
Yeah.
recharged.
I
Your
loved
whole
everyone
family
went down
wearing
there.
the Poland
Everybody goes. My wife has 5 brothers and they all have kids and we all rendezvous down there at
Wow.
different times and they have kids and their
Yeah.
kids have kids.
So you have
And-
Christmas down there then?
Oh, yeah. My kids have never woken up at home on Christmas.
Ever?
Interesting.
No, we've been doing it since
Really?
they were little. Yeah. We decided.
Traditions.
Yep.
Wow.
Love
Are there
it.
a lot of people down there now? Like,
Oh, it's packed. When I first started going down, it was not, but now it looks like Rio de Janeiro,
Just pack.
Oh, it's packed.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
See now, St. Augustine. I don't know if it was cold. There was nobody over there.
Yeah. That's the Atlantic side.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that. If it's colder over there, or what? There's nobody there.
Yeah, I don't know. Siesta's ranked one of the United States top beaches.
Yeah.
in all the beaches. So it's a cool place, a lot of fun.
cool.
Ran into tons of people I knew just because we've been going down there so long. So it was
Right.
cool.
And you go at the same time every year?
Same time.
Wow.
Right. Last day for students. Get in the car and drive down.
Yeah. That's a haul, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Do you stop or did you go
We
straight?
do stop because I like history and I travel all over the place.
Yeah.
I make my kids stop at this national monument.
Are
this-
they just
yeah.
like, oh my God,
yeah.
just freaking out?
Yeah, so-
We did. So we drove. We don't on a cruise. A lot of people know we went on a cruise and we went 14 hours to Jacksonville, 50. And it was that's a haul.
It is.
And then another 5 hours to Miami to hit the ship. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it was
Yeah.
brutal.
Yep.
But we made it, and that's good. So, all right, let's first off, we got almost 30 people watching. Please like this,
Down below.
like it, hit the little like button or the little angry face. We
Uh-huh.
like angry faces, and follow this, and then follow the MLO Bros, and then also Poland Local Schools has a Facebook page. If you haven't liked that, make sure you like that too. All kinds of good information. So, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk. Can we talk about the calendar first?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's talk about that. I know there was a lot of discussion about it on Facebook, which I really enjoyed because it gives us some feedback so we can develop it and stuff. But just a little background on how the calendars developed. So by contract, the PEA, the Poland Education Association, our teachers union, they have to work together and come up with some options, like 3 to 4 options that they have to present to the superintendent.
So all the teachers get together.
Yeah,
Or
their leadership.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever they decide to be on that committee. And I'll be honest with you, last year they did a fantastic job. Of course we did it again, and they gave us 4 options, and our administrative team then reviews it, and then I ultimately have to bring the calendar to the Board of Education.
Okay.
It's their calendar, so it doesn't belong to anybody else but the elected officials. They get
to pick.
They get
Board
the
of
last say.
Education is the
Yes.
final say. Okay.
Yeah. So brought it to the board, and had a great discussion about it at the public meeting. There was a lot of great points made. So we then took it a step further and did a survey. Some interesting points always come up about the calendar. A lot of people don't know this. There's not a lot you can do. All right. There's an end date, or there's a start date, and there's an end date. The kids have to go to school between 172 days to 171. There's a certain amount of hours that they have to get in. We're way over the hours.
Okay.
Way over the hours. As soon as the state went from days to hours, we knock it out of the ballpark.
okay.
So we got a lot.
So we do too many hours?
Yeah, we're way over the hours.
Okay. So, okay.
We discuss it with the board. We sent it out to the public, and we did a survey. And since I've been here, it had the most responses. There was 395 people that responded to the survey, which is a lot for us.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they don't always do it. And the feedback was tremendous. And it was interesting. Of the 395 people that responded, 84.9% of the people did not want to go after Labor Day.
Really?
But the 15% was very loud, and they had some very, animated comments on the survey. So it was kind of interesting. So it doesn't, I would think that everybody wanted to go after Labor Day based on what I've heard in discussions, but because I think they weren't okay with going like 7 or 8 more days into June.
Can I guess? Let me guess some of the comments on the survey. Well, I went to school. We started after Labor Day.
That was a lot. Yeah.
Because why, Isaac? Because people in Poland, Ohio base their decisions
Off of not changing things.
off of how they did it and not what's best for their kids.
Yes.
Sorry, people. That is just
But I guess
drives
it-
me bonkers.
But it doesn't really matter. Like, this is something that doesn't really matter. Like, it can go farther into summer. It cannot go farther. It's still the schedule. We're still getting all the hours in. Everything's fine. It's
But if
just
you
a
go
matter of-
2 weeks into, well, they were talking about some of the suggestions that we read on Facebook was not starting till after Labor Day and then shortening Christmas break,
Yeah,
right?
there was some, we looked at that. Now that this is very interesting. So, okay. Without having the calendar in front of me,
Mhm.
just imagine Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All right.
Yeah.
The week of Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 days, and then the kids are going on a week and a half to, going to be off for 10 days. Or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we have seen is it's very difficult for educators to start a lesson, to do something.
Yeah.
With 3 days
with
into the
3
week.
days to
Right.
go. And we also experience an enormous amount of absenteeism. So when we looked at the data, I was like, okay,
Screw it. Get rid of it.
these days would be best used somewhere else than to have there. That's why we looked at Thanksgiving, and I'm going to tell an interesting Poland stat. And it's unique. It's not unique to Poland. A lot of schools have done this in Hamilton County, where I first started my career. Those 2 days for Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesday,
Nobody goes.
840 kids were out my first year. That's almost half of our population. And we have a lot of staff that's out.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of subs in the building. And I was like, we can certainly use those days somewhere else. But the people that are saying that use those days, they're not wrong. I mean, I understand what they're saying. It's just, we got to either where we step here, there's going to be a little bit of a landmine. So we listen to the parents. We listen to the teachers, our OPSI union. We met with them today too, to kind of thing. And I'm just going to present basically what we did this year.
Right.
And then next thing I wanted to do is hopefully talk to the board. And if they're good with it, I like to do 2 years in a row. So we're not doing this every single year. We're allowed to approve those. And just, I don't want to make a radical change. We just did this. Let's see how it works this time. And,
I like that.
so there was a lot of people that liked the Christmas break, the longer Christmas break, to be with their families. And there was a lot of our working families, which I understand, struggled with daycare and childcare and stuff like that. And I totally get that. But it's like, it's just one of those, like I said, you do this, these people are going to be upset. You do this. So it's kind of
That's
a
a
balancing
no-win situation, no matter
How
where
long
you
was
go.
that Christmas break? That was like 2.5 weeks. 3
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks of school.
Oh, that's
believe.
not that.
Yeah.
That's not that long. I thought it was like 2.5.
I've said this since the very beginning. I vote for that to just stay in school all year, but
Yeah.
I get vetoed every time I say that by everybody.
Stay in
Keep
school
them
all
in
year.
school.
But until if the public that's listening right now, the more feedback we get, the better. And I do listen to everybody.
Yeah.
There was some great stuff, so we'll put it out there. I'm going to ask the board to take another look at it on January the 18th, and we'll probably have a good discussion. And then hopefully they approve it, or they may tell me, they may kick it back and say, work on it.
Do you remember? So when school end? June?
It's like the second or third day of June. It's early.
So the
in
same
June.
as it was last year.
Yeah,
then.
pretty
It's
much
about
the same as this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's
not much change.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. I don't mind that. I mean, by the time middle of August rolls around, it's time for those kids to go back to school.
Yeah.
I'm being dead serious, at least in my mind, because after being with them for 2.5, like they're ready to go to school.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I came over like that last day or two before school started, and
It's
everybody was like, okay, what are we're like bored.
yeah, it's time to go to school.
Something else to remember about the calendar for the public. I agree. Like when I went to school, it was a lot different. I was
Yeah.
from Northeastern Ohio up here.
Yeah.
We didn't go back till after. But
Did you go
also
after Labor Day?
After Labor Day
Yeah,
when I was
same.
So
growing
did
up.
we,
yeah. Is it
And
fair?
so the one thing to remember though that has changed is we didn't have state testing. So we need more days before that test. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there wasn't all this training that we had to do. Now we have all these mandatory trainings. So
Right.
you see those peak professional development days.
Yeah.
We have to build in for all of that. We didn't have to do that. When I was growing up, we never had a professional development day or anything like that. It was now we're required by law to do all types of training, whether it's child abuse training, whether it's safety trainings, and
Right.
all this stuff.
And that comes at the sprinkled in throughout the year.
Sprinkle it in throughout
yeah.
the year, and we do it at the beginning. We try to front load a lot of it, and so yeah. So I appreciate everybody's comments. We'll keep going after it, but hopefully, and I always said this. It's never the amount of days that we're in there. It's the time. It's the quality of education that our kids are getting.
Absolutely.
and that's
So-
and we feel that's pretty good here at Poland.
So, are we getting any snow days this year? Or what's
Yes,
going
we
on?
are. And I'm glad you brought that up because I need to remind everybody that's on here, January and February, very difficult months for weather. And I think we're going to have a bad winter. Or that's what the groundhog said anyways. But if we do get a call, it's interesting. The number one reason I wanted to be a superintendent so I could call school off.
Yeah,
I
like
was
a
so excited about that.
superhero. Yeah,
And pull the
exactly.
fire alarm.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
But this is a difficult thing. We try to coordinate with other local school districts. We have parochial schools, we have busing, we have bus drivers getting in early, we have teachers that are driving in early, we have other superintendents that we're trying to align with. I have 4 or 5 staff members that are driving starting at 3 a.m, getting me information. And then I'm coordinating with other people, and then we make the call. So we try to do that as early as possible. And just so the public knows, the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to let Nico, our director of communications, know when we make the call. He's going to immediately put it on the website, and then you'll get your all call, your text that goes with that, and an email.
Okay.
And then immediately then it goes to all the news networks. And then lastly, we start blasting out on social media.
Okay.
So no one's going to not know that it's done. Sometimes it'll be earlier, but as we watch snow patterns and things like that and try to align with other districts, it might be a little bit later. I hate the 2-hour delay. I know the parents do too.
Yeah, that sucks.
We're going to try so hard to stay away from that unless it's, something. Sometimes we wake up and there's no snow, but it's coming. And it's like 2-hour delay gives us an option to move things up to kind of check to see how it is. But I hate to use it. I think we used it once last year, and I thought the next day was my last day. So I go use that again.
Can we make a gentleman's agreement, guys?
What?
If there is a snow day, you call the snow day.
Can we go sled riding?
No women, no children. We pick up soup. We go to the township park. We go to the side where it says no sledding, and we bomb that hill
you want to do it?
on the other end of the fence, and we record it. Like I said, no women, no children.
He will
We
do
record
it.
it.
He will do. He can film us doing it because
Yeah.
I don't want to kill the soup.
Yeah, we bomb that hill. I'm sledding on that hill. It's gonna take somebody to take
You
me
ever see
down.
the hill on the farm? The
On
farm?
the other
You know what
side
he's
of that
talking about?
fence. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Have you walked up where the cross country course is?
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh
talk-
yeah.
You know where
He's
the
talking about
fence
the
is?
fence.
You know where the
man.
fence?
Oh Jesus.
We gotta bomb that hill
You'd be dead.
on
Because
the
there's like giant
on a
rocks.
sled. No, there's not.
Dude.
There's like little trees. There's like little tiny
You'd be
trees.
going 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
If we just need enough powder on the ground,
Oh
I'll be
my
fine.
gosh, that'd be bad. Stephanie says, "Can you tell my kids to go to bed so I can watch this?" Janet Slater says condos in Siesta Key. Do you have any partnerships with Youngstown City Schools? You ever talk to those guys?
I know Justin, the superintendent there, and I see him at meetings. I actually see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do. We have a couple things that we do with them. We share some resources.
There you go.
Our assistant superintendent does a lot of that.
There you go.
Maria, Dr.
Good.
Hoffmeister.
All right. Look, can we talk about school buildings?
Yes, let's talk about that. So it looks like we're going to be meeting with our architects that we've been working with to eliminate. We're down to 2 options right now.
What do we got?
We got the 3 buildings: a K5 at North, a 6th, 7th, and 8th in the Village, all brand new.
At North.
The Village at
Middle
North,
school. North, so
yeah,
North.
K5.
Okay.
The Village, where the current Poland Middle School is, would be 6, 7, and 8, and then a brand new 9 through 12 at the seminary in the township. So that's the one option. The other option we had was the K-12 model. After 75, 80-ish sessions, about a little under 800 people that we've reached out to, we're starting to see a pattern develop.
Okay.
People like the K-12 model. There's a lot of people that like it, but we think it'll face a strategic defeat at the polls, because if we take all the schools out of Poland and put them in one place, we feel like we'll lose a lot of the great folks in the North, a lot of the people in the Village, and here we are.
I could have saved you a lot of trips to different houses to tell you that one, buddy. But,
what was the first option again? One more time.
The first option is a K-5 brand new at the current North's elementary site. By the way, that's probably one of our best pieces of property. When you look at it,
we've talked about that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
If you live in the North End, you can walk to school.
Yeah, it's perfect.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
To have school. And a brand new K-5 there, and then the down in the Village on College Street, the current school that we do kindergarten through the 6th grade would be a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So it would be torn down, but the facade and everything would look exactly the same. It actually would look better.
But you like gut it.
Better, yeah. It
but
would all be
leave the front.
It would, yes, and there would be turns of it and everything. It would be so we're supposed to see renditions, and then and finish your question. 9 through 12, brand new at the seminary, at the high school, brand new building. No one on the journey. No one that went to Poland is like, save the seminary. Like I'm not. Nobody is really connected to that. And
is that an old building or
no? 80s, 70s.
Yeah,
they just don't care that much for it. So that's interesting. I wonder why.
But I will tell you, although I'm talking, I have to present this to the board, and we're going to go into retreat in February on a Saturday and spend a whole day talking about this, making sure we're going to go and then continue to get feedback from the community. But right now, support's been tremendous. We know it's expensive. We get that. We know it's going to increase home values. We know it's the right thing for kids. And, quite frankly, the cost to keep some of the buildings going the way they're going is costing the taxpayers of Poland a lot of money, and we have to make some decisions.
Yeah.
If we don't, the other route is extremely expensive, So just to kind of give everybody just a really little piece of this, there is water pouring out of every window at North right now as we speak. So the pipes froze, right? Water froze. We have damaged old pipes because it hasn't been used in 10 years, and 7 pipes
exploded. Wow.
And we had to turn it into our insurance.
Oh boy.
But it's like, and Union, the vacant building Union, we got a serious issue with the roof. Now we had to fix it. We couldn't let it go. We had some pipes break over there before the cold. The elevator has to be serviced. It has an issue, and
so it's just constant dumping money into stuff we're not using.
Yes.
That's the problem.
And the board's been great. Everybody's open to ideas. So as everybody knows, we've been reaching out to other places or people to give us some proposals. We had one that we did at Union. The board's been discussing that one. We got
Is that Marquionda?
Yeah. and the apartments.
He's actually coming on our show Thursday
Mhm.
to talk about it a little bit. We're going to have him on a little bit. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, there's been some other people. One I can't talk about just
Okay.
yet, but we've had another group that has been working with a lot of businesses and a lot of organizations to kind of create a community center there.
Okay.
And so we're hoping that they present soon to the board. And,
Okay.
the board's been awesome. They brought up there being, a lot of people didn't like the selling it for $1. It's a multi-million-dollar piece of property. I understand that the property around it is worth a lot of money. It's Poland. It's a great location. The problem is a lot of people don't want to buy a public school because they usually got to turn around and tear it down or put a ton of money.
Right, they're
into
going
it.
to
So
dump
it's
a ton of
hard to
money
do
into
that.
it.
So
The problem and the people complaining about that, the issue is, and I saw some of those comments. It's like, we're not selling it for $1. Who's gonna, if you don't sell it or not even, it's like almost giving it away, and somebody come in and you make them do what you want, like you put in the condos or you put in the community center. What are you gonna get? Like what? So you're gonna tear it down, and then sell the land, and someone's gonna put in something you don't want, or they're gonna buy it, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Isaac and I you're gonna tear it, or you're gonna sell it for $1. Isaac and I are gonna buy it, and we're gonna put a strip club and a barbecue in there, like we were talking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you're gonna get,
And for the investment too, it's almost better off to sell it to someone for $1 that is going to kind of go in the direction you want them to.
Correct.
And then they can then save that hundreds of thousands of dollars that you were going to charge them into fixing up your old building and making it beautiful and doing,
it's a
kind of pushing
it's
them in
controlling.
that
It's
direction.
control, but people don't understand that. They just So okay, that makes sense.
So and again, I have to thank the people of Poland. They were so informed, like literally. And I'm not done. I still got a lot of more sessions.
Yeah.
Next time I come out, I'll be showing renditions.
Awesome.
So it's been kind of difficult to say, hey, would love for you to spend all this taxpayer dollars. This is kind of the concept.
We
You
got to
don't know
see
what
it.
you're seeing or what you're buying. So it'll be great. I'll keep you guys up.
Yeah, let us know. I'd love it when you get pictures.
Yep.
Let us know. I want to see them.
Yep.
Is there any timeline for the vote or
Yes.
anything like that?
So we have to, the board, after we go out of retreat in February, we're going to have like a final discussion about it. I'm going to update the board on everything that the community has said to me, all the emails, all the visits, all the discussions. They then have to make a decision whether or not to put $100 million bond on the ballot in November.
Okay.
So if they do,
this coming November,
yeah.
crunch
Damn, coming up quick.
Yeah. So I'm glad we got all that work in and really got some great feedback. And we're going to have a lot more sessions. So people that want to host, I'm going to be reaching out to everybody. So then once they make the decision, then it goes on. We have a lot of paperwork and a lot of stuff to file. It goes on the ballot. So if it passes, then we immediately start the whole planning of where kids are going to go, how what's going to look like. And then obviously, we'll be moving. We'll have a 3 to 4 year plan to get them all done and or whatever. And then we'll have the most beautiful schools in Northeastern Ohio.
no
and
doubt.
One of the greatest communities in Northeastern Ohio. So we'll be in a great place. If it doesn't pass, okay, then the public obviously spoke to us.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice. So it'll come a time when we have to say to ourselves, what part of no don't we understand? So Dr. Dinopoulos, our now board president, which we'll talk about in a minute, he wants a very, very, and the rest of the board want a very, very strong plan. Okay, it doesn't pass. What are we going to do? Because we can't have kids in inadequate facilities. So we have to have.
You also can't have buildings that are just falling apart. We're just
correct.
throwing money at it. It's a waste of money. So you got to get rid of those buildings.
We got to get rid of them, or we may have to open one and renovate one to reopen it because our numbers are climbing up too. So so
wow.
So a lot of
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's
Scary.
It's been a challenge. The facilities are we're trying to. I don't know if you've noticed, we've got some new signs. You see our new Poland signs, the seminary signs
All over? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we got
absolutely.
some
Yeah,
nuances.
everywhere.
We got the new one outside. We've fixing stairwells. We can't stop fixing things, and a lot of time that gets a little confusing. Like, well, you want new buildings, but you just fixed up the middle school floor. Well, kids couldn't be on the floor. It was that bad, so we have to fix them.
But those same people would say, you didn't take care of these buildings. Why would we give you money? It's a catch-22. They're going to get you no matter which way you go. You're spending too much money on the building.
You do,
Yeah, exactly. Some people aren't going to vote no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New board members.
Yes.
Or not new board members.
Yeah, they reorganized.
Okay.
Last night it was a great meeting. Dr. Dinopoulos is now the president of the Poland Local Schools. He's our senior board member, and he is now the president.
Mhm.
And
I'm going to text him and mess with him.
yeah, and then Annie Colucci is our vice president. So it was great. I think they all kind of knew, because they kind of have a great organization, and it was really good. It was great. Troy did a great job as president, and
He's still Dinopoulos in our eyes. He's never
I'm
going to
not
be
calling
Mr.
you-
President.
I'm not
Yeah.
calling you Mr. President. All right. So, Troy did a good job. So Annie's the vice president. Does that? So he'll just run the meetings then, right?
yeah, the president kind of helps develop the agenda, is kind of the spokesperson for the board. So, if something's going array and they usually go through the board president, and he communicates with me.
Oh, he's
And,
gonna run that like
Yeah. Communist China.
Yeah, communist China. He ain't gonna take
Doc's
it.
Russia.
a really good board.
He's not gonna take any crap from anybody, is he?
So yeah, it'll be good.
What do you say?
I'm not repeating what he just said.
Listen.
I am not repeating that live.
Is he watching?
No, there's no way he knows we're live. There is no way he knows we're live. Wait. I'm just gonna show him. We cannot share this, but I'm gonna show him. Sorry, everybody, if you're watching this, we can't. Look what he just said. Can you read it?
Somebody's going to pause it.
That was a good one. All right, what else? So, all right, what else we got?
Yeah, still fixing stuff up. We got the new softball field that's gonna be so nice.
I rode my bike by that before
Yeah.
it got cold. That thing is sweet.
Where's this at?
Right by the high
behind-
school.
right between the township building
Oh.
and the school.
Yeah.
It's right back there.
Dude,
So,
Nice.
can I ask?
Yeah.
Why do they have? So when you're looking at it, there's a real high fence on the one on the left side. So left
Protect
field.
cars?
Is it for the car? Oh, it might
It
be
might
for the cars.
be,
Now that
yeah.
you say
Protect
that, yeah,
cars.
it's for the
Yeah.
cars.
Protect cars.
that's what it is.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
No, thank you. You weren't even there, and it took me that long. I went by on my little bike. I was going real fast.
Some of us,
a little brighter than the other ones. Yeah, there's a
brightest.
real high fence in the left field, so the cars are there. That makes sense. It is, but anyways, super sweet.
Yeah.
The girls gotta love that.
That's going to be really cool. And what's going to be cool is we're going to have baseball and softball going on at the exact same time.
Yeah,
We'll have
That's
track.
dope.
We'll have tennis going on. So
Right.
it's going to be such a great spring.
Really cool.
And really trying to work on the curb appeal, trying to get one of those huge jerseys. At South Range, you ever seen those huge things behind the bleachers?
yeah.
They kind of say,
Yeah,
huge things. We're
Oh,
working
and for the football field.
for the football.
Yeah, because it's gross on that one side.
On the
right?
one side, we're
That's
trying
cool.
to get that. Just trying to fix things up. We're going to be repaving the parking lot at the seminary. It looks like it's just been
A minefield.
northeastern Ohio.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like it gets cold and freezes. So
The landscaping I noticed you guys did over there. You were calling it something on Facebook. I forget what it was in the seminary. You guys really did it nice.
Oh, yeah.
The entranceway over there.
yeah, it was the wall that there was two walls
Yeah, with nothing.
with nothing, and they collapsed.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
walls collapsed. The brick. So Josh Bader it does all of
Yep.
our landscaping, all of our work, and he drew up a design. And I was like, yeah, we got to do something.
Yeah, it looked
It's the
great.
first thing that comes in. So he does all of our buildings on the outside, even Union and North. They look really good on the outside.
They do.
We're trying
They
to
do.
really fix those up.
Yep.
I mean, Poland wouldn't tolerate neighbors letting their houses, go
Yeah.
in the lawn. So we shouldn't either. So
Very cool.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you about. In the most fifth grade terminology that you could possibly can, there was a post. Oh, sorry, my hand. There was a post about the testing score.
Yeah.
Did you saw
So,
that?
yeah, somebody had mentioned that, and that's good. I mean,
So we're like
let's talk-
131st or something
Yeah.
like that.
So real quick, and
As dumb as you can down as you can get.
90% of your viewers and 90% of the people in Poland, they don't even understand what was actually being ranked.
Yeah.
They were ranking what they called the performance index.
Okay.
Do any of you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
That is how every single kid scores, whether they score high, whether they score low. Attendance and everything is given a number, and then it's multiplied by an equation, and they come up with a number. And then they rank all the schools by that.
Attendance, test scores,
Everything. Attendance,
Okay.
third grade, fourth, it is one data point. One.
Okay.
That's it.
So
There
somebody cherry picked.
And that's one data piece.
Okay.
We were 112 out of 607. So that puts us in the top 18%
For that one.
for Ohio. Yeah.
That
For
one rating.
That one
yeah,
data
ranking
point.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we want to be number one like
Yeah.
everybody else, and we're going to keep getting better. And there's a lot of things we can do to get better. But we're in the top 8. We're in the top 18%.
So that
of the
wasn't
scores.
testing scores or anything else like
What
that.
does
other
the
one-
what does the indices rank? Like
Yeah.
what are the strong
Early-
points of it?
Oh, there's tons. There's graduation rates. How
Mm.
many kids we graduate in 4 years, which we're almost perfect.
Yeah.
We got hundreds of kids spread out throughout the United States in colleges and things.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things that are really important to us. So like if you went to go get into college, nobody's going to ask you what the performance index of Poland
Right,
is.
right.
Yeah.
No one even knows.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's fair though. I mean, it's out there. It's a data point. Let's talk about it. We want to get better. Canfield and South Range were both higher than us, so let's
But there's
Yeah.
other data points that they look at.
tons of data points, like from graduation rate is
Yeah.
one, college and career readiness, how many kids we're putting into college, attendance, third grade math scores, fourth grade math scores,
Right.
reading scores. All of those they all make up one performance index. And I hope the people that had a chance to actually look at it notice that, okay, and so there were 9 or 10 tied for like 111th place. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
But it's weird how that Plain Dealer decided to kind of rank it. So technically, yes, we're 112 or whatever, 109, whatever we were.
But there are so many in that place.
Yes, there's like a whole bunch of
Right.
ties. So in essence, there was like, if I counted right, we were like 64
Right.
place.
Wow.
So if you and I ran a race and we tied for first and he came in second, right?
Right.
He's really third. Do you see what I
Got
mean?
you.
It's
Right.
like-
Right.
'cause there's two
Right.
people,
Right.
so, yeah.
What were some schools that were in like first place? Like what was
Solon is always high up there. A lot of schools from
Oh.
Cincinnati, Indian Hill,
Oh.
Madeira, Marymount.
That sounds like big
you know,
schools.
a lot of Cuyahoga schools. These are, but make no mistake about it. We got some improvements to do. That's what we're working on.
Yeah.
I think we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll turn
Interesting.
it. Yeah.
All right.
And then just so you know, they changed it. So now it's what they viewed there is not the same stuff will be
Viewed
the
on
state
next
already
time.
changed it. And
Whoa.
yeah, so it
Interesting.
changes all the time.
All right, so we
It's
got to
very
remember,
difficult.
yeah. See, so people posted stuff, and again, it's like one person posts something like that, and it just
Yeah.
explodes.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at the comments, it was impressive. Everybody was defending Poland immediately. It was like nobody really got into the details like you did,
Yeah.
but it was like my kids graduated, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
believe these ratings. And then somebody was like, this rating. A couple people were like, this rating doesn't mean anything. It was good. So
It was super tough to interpret. Like
Yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't-
So well, it's confusing numbers.
yeah.
For sure. So, what else?
I had I made some notes just in case to get some information out to parents. A reminder: no school next Monday for Martin Luther King Day. That's an easy one. End of the quarter's coming up, January 20th. Can you believe it? We're over halfway through.
Holy crap! Wow,
And report when I was growing up, the worst day of the year, January 27th, report card day. Had to bring that home, so that'll be coming. I'll let the parents know. We'll keep everybody up to date.
Luke, what were your grades like growing up? What were your grades
In
like?
high school?
Yeah.
they were good.
It
High
was-
school was fine. I was
High
like,
school- it wasn't until college until they let you out, like let the leash out.
huh? Oh, in high school, I was like a 3.5, 3.6.
Yeah.
It was high college. College was just a
Yeah. See, I was better in college than I was high
no. College, I discovered beer.
school.
The
That'll
leash,
do it.
the leash went out way
Yeah,
too much in
that's
college. Yeah.
The other thing I think is going to be really important, and hopefully I'll be on in February so I can remind everybody, but anybody with a 4-year-old that's going to be in kindergarten next year and be 5,
Ben,
this
Ben.
is really, really important.
Benjamin.
My
Yeah.
godson.
I'm going to have 2 dates in March where we're going to do kindergarten registration, and those numbers drive our kindergarten staffing. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really, really important. And I'm going to tell you what kind of happened this year. We had like 100
I remember that. They
showed
blasted
up, and
up.
we were all excited. And then from that day
Yeah.
till the first day of school, we got like 45.
Remember
more.
that? We
And,
bet with Dinopolis. He still owes
Yeah.
us steaks.
So,
Okay.
So I'll get that out, but that's coming up. That's going to be important. We want to get everybody registered so we know where we need to shift personnel or if we need to add personnel.
Can you
Maybe we can double or nothing Dinopolis this year and
You want to double or nothing?
negotiate for like an all expenses paid trip to New York City. Or something.
Yeah.
He owes us because
He
he was
does
saying
owe us.
130. We said
He
140.
totally owes us a steak. And he hasn't paid up.
Boy, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? So you think numbers will
Numbers
be up
are
again?
up higher than expected, or
So
right
there
on?
was 100.
What was it last?
There
140?
was 181 live births during COVID. So I'm just going to tell you, people were busy in Poland.
it's coming.
Now, in the past, we've had 94. Now, not all of those kids all went to Poland.
Because some are going to go.
Some
Yeah.
go to Catholic school,
Yeah.
some go to, or they homeschool. But just to let you know, that number almost doubled. So if it keeps going, that
Yeah.
trending, our treasurer is very concerned that we're going to see another bubble. So if you do the math, COVID was what, 3 years ago?
It's coming.
Two.
Well,
2 full years, 3. So that
Yeah.
means there'll be preschoolers coming in, and then they're gonna hit. So
the other data I would like to collect is the age of the person that's selling their house and
That's a
the
good one,
age
too.
of people that are buying said house that they're selling. Because if you collected all that data, I bet you would see that people are retiring, moving out of their house, and people my age are moving into those houses.
Overall house sales.
Yes.
Would be just.
I don't know
us
if
being
the
a
age of the people would be public information though, but that would
No,
be,
but overall house sales, I think, because people who are going to be buying houses in Poland,
people my age.
people buying houses, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's going to be people
with
buying
families
with it's going to be family,
or about to start a family.
right? Because there's no condos or anything
Yep.
in here, so I would just
Yep.
be
And that's all you're going to see here.
because that's how we bet Dinopolis
Mm-hmm.
because there were all those houses for sale.
Yep.
Ooh, all right. So what do you think? So you think it's going to be a big number?
you
don't wanna get-
I think so.
Okay.
I personally think so. I just think people are not because of me, because of the staff and the education that people are getting. People are going to start choosing Poland.
Oh.
They're like, hey, why am I going to pay to go somewhere?
They
else?
already
That's-
are.
yeah,
they already are.
yeah.
So I think we're going to start to see a big uptick. I watched a lot of the Poland Express.
Mhm.
When
That's
Oh
so cool.
gosh.
the number of kids that were on the streets in the community that were little, that parents were
Mhm.
holding when we were. So it was
There's a lot of little kids. Absolutely. Well, Ben will be here. Ben will be in school tomorrow. My littlest one's going to
Aw, I'm so
going to
excited for
kindergarten
him.
next year, so better tell Maggie to register. Well, that's a Maggie job.
I just
Register. She'll handle that.
Ben and
all right, so
public
you'll
schools.
remind us to tell everybody
Yeah,
when that
in
goes live.
February. January is pretty slow in schools.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming back from
Yeah.
we got focusing on the end of the quarter, but sports are solid across the board. Our girls basketball is doing fantastic.
Yeah, they're good again, right? They were real good
Yeah.
last year.
And this year's they've lost 2. They lost to Canfield and they lost to Salem. Both games were very, very good. Coach Blanche is doing a great job, and I'm looking forward to go to Girard Thursday. If they win at Girard, I think they're going to lock it in.
Wow,
And
sweet.
then, I don't think anybody around us has got a shot at
Yeah.
us. I mean, because we won't play Salem and won't play
Canfield.
Canfield because they're larger,
Yeah.
and so we'll be.
How's
excited.
our sensory room doing?
Good? Waiting on the electric, and then we're ready to order everything.
Heck
So,
yeah.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
see it. I want to go
I
in
know.
and see
Good.
that thing.
You guys can record live there one.
Yeah, I
day.
100% want to go to
That'd
it.
be
Yeah,
cool.
I
That'd be
want
awesome.
to go. I'm
Absolutely.
so excited to see that thing for sure. So
Sensory room's good. Yeah.
What's the bus situation like?
Bus has been good. We lost a sub that we really wanted because we were going to hopefully, bring him on board, but he went somewhere else. I'm little not concerned because we've been checking the bus stops, but the snow we get up here is way different than the snow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So I've been I'm going to be working with the township and the village to make sure we get these stops cleaned off because you
Yeah.
know how the snow will pile
If
up.
we get a big storm, man, that's gonna
Yeah.
be a problem.
And that, you know what, good for the kids, bad for the parents. If that's going to be a factor in
Yeah.
whether or not we, in some cases, if we can't clear the bus,
huh?
Bus stops, yeah.
But people, I wanted to thank all the people from Poland to helping us out, man. I mean, last year at this time, it was absolutely, it kept me up every night because we couldn't transport 2 and 3 buses at a time.
Right.
Now I know we're inconveniencing people, but people are pulling together. We've been working with families that need different cluster stops. It's been great. And hopefully we'll get through this. And
What did Youngstown Pizza Review say? The only verified pizza loving superintendent out there. Well, that's a good question. You laying off the pizza? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I got in trouble at home. I'm in pizza timeout. I don't blame it on me. I blame it on the people of Youngstown, the people of Poland. It wasn't even my fault. There's like 26 pizza parlors within 5 miles of where I live, and this is unbelievable. There was Saturdays when my wife would not come up, and it would just be me. I would order 2 and 3. And then I would always say, I'm not eating them. I'm not going to eat them all.
And then you eat them all.
Here, he's in his apartment, right? And
Yeah.
I just picture him just clothes everywhere in pizza boxes.
In his boxers,
Just
in his boxers with
he's like, he watching football. He's like, I'm not going to eat this pizza.
4 open pizzas. He's
I'm not gonna
he's
eat
got Chicago style over here, Detroit style, thin
I've
crust.
been wanting the guy that does the pizza reviews. I watch him all the
That's
time.
Jeremy. That's
Jeremy.
Youngstown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that him? I
He's-
watch
he's
him all
awesome.
the time, and I'm like, I feel like I'm more. I think I've been to more places than he has.
Jeremy, do you hear that? Why aren't you getting him on the show, Jeremy?
Can't till February though.
You got to wait till Jeremy, get him on.
He would
Yeah.
he would absolutely love to have you on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If
what
you
the
could
heck?
find a Poland place that he hasn't done yet,
yeah.
maybe then you
Where's
guys
he
could
from?
do one. Boardman.
Foreman.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He does
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Look, let's
Yeah.
LFG. Let's
go.
freaking go.
Let's
Yeah.
go. No, he
I'll
would
do
love. I guarantee Jeremy would love to have you. I'll give you his info
Yeah.
and you can reach out to him.
Yeah.
He
In
would
February, though.
love to have you.
Diane Crow says, we have 12 kids in 6 houses under kindergarten age in her neighborhood right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
We're at where she lived. Well, she didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're hearing that quite a bit.
The rumbling.
Yep, it's
Coming, huh?
everywhere. In the fall, when I was doing a lot of these things, I would see kids. I saw like 30 kids playing football in an open field, and they
It
were
All young.
some were
huh?
young, some
Yeah.
didn't go to Poland. It was
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, so
Um,
good stuff.
yeah. So what are you doing for your diet?
So no carbs,
Ugh.
eating clean. Oh, it's terrible. I was miserable this weekend, and I got on the scale and I only lost a half a pound. I said, all this for a half a pound.
Just start walking,
I
man.
know.
Just start walking. That's
I'm
all I
late on
do.
the carbs till summer right now too.
You go on low carb? I
Till
hate
summer.
that.
Well, it's not even low. It's low calorie, but in turn, it's
You
like if
cut-
you eliminate carbs, it's the
It's
easiest
the
way to lower your
calories are-
calories.
yeah.
You know.
Oh, she's in the Poland. The Poles have young kids. That's down past my house.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
man.
lot of kids.
I'm
'cause there's not a
telling
lot
you.
of houses back there, Diane. 12 kids in 6 houses. Yeah. Wow.
It's
These are busy in the
it
Poles.
only makes sense that Poland was so big at one point. If you had this slow decline, but the same amount of houses, it only makes sense that eventually it's going to rebound back.
Yeah, because the people who had kids are going to move. like,
Exactly.
Kids are gone.
Only makes sense that eventually it's going to snap back. And it's coming.
100%.
I'm telling you, it is coming.
100%.
Yeah.
How's sickness going in your school?
Good. We had a little surge right before break.
Oh, everybody was sick. I felt
Everybody
like.
was sick
was
before break.
horrible.
It was kind of a upper respiratory. Everybody
Yeah,
was
I had it.
coughing.
I had it.
I was
It
sick
was-
for all of November.
Yep.
And I was sick when I was on the trip.
Yeah.
I was coughing,
Coughing.
sleeping, temperature for a while. It wasn't COVID either. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was. It was nasty.
We had a surge. Everything seems to be leveling off right now. So yeah, we're in a good place. Like I said, January's kind of slow. February's going to pick up, and then March we start. Obviously spring sports and all that is really going to pick
I
up.
can't wait till freaking spring.
I know. It's always just holding off till getting through March.
January. And
Once you
February,
get through March, you're
yeah.
home free.
January and February. March will get some warm days.
Yeah.
I just want to get back on my bike. I want to start walking
Yeah,
again
Get through March
outside.
and you're home free. But it feels like it was just summer. Like, does it not feel like it's going?
Yeah,
it goes
I felt
so
like I was
fast.
just in flip flops.
yeah.
But
You
We're-
literally were though, Soup. So come on.
Yeah, I know.
huh?
He was
Oh,
just
yeah,
on
in
vacation.
Florida, yeah.
yeah. But the problem is now we're heading into the dark time because, like, it's, for me, January, February is like the worst.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
got to
saying?
get through February and then into March and you start
You're
to
like, "Eh."
see
yeah.
the light at the
So-
end of the tunnel.
What? Do you have any eligibility left in the football? No, I do not. I might, but I'm not playing football. All right. Well, I think we're good.
Yep.
Come back next month.
Yeah, February. We'll do that, and I'll keep you guys updated if anything comes up, and if we get an emergency anytime in between.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Last question. Where'd you get that hoodie from?
He always has good shirts.
I got a coach is up for renewal. I one of these shows up in my office.
It's not funny how that works. He gets the best clothes.
Can you start getting like just
What do you
order? No, just whenever that happens, just say, hey guys, instead of one, give me
I need
three
three
double
size.
XL.
You're a double X.
I'm a double X too.
Double XL.
Yeah.
I
So
I
three-
buy the economics kids. This was an economics one.
Oh,
Yeah.
they had.
They're
I
bad.
bought it
Yeah.
off of. I bought a long T-shirt.
Yeah.
The
Did you get what the black and white?
Yeah, the black one.
I got
Oh,
both
I
of them.
that
want,
freaking
I
Yeah.
want one of those.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
really
I
cool.
love the long pullovers. Like
That's
the
what I
long
have.
sleeve
Long
ones.
pullover, black.
And some of the track stuff was sick too that he
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, the track was good. I got
Yeah.
a cool one. Hey, I have an entire one, but I'll get you 2X.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
that I got the. If you ever seen the travel football and the travel basketball, they're like black, and then they have a gray one, and it says seminary, and then it's blocked off, and it says Poland. They're awesome. I'll get you guys
We
one.
gotta- we
Yeah.
gotta- yeah, we gotta get
Good
all this
stuff.
for
But see, the basketball gear is always good. I remember basketball season, we would always get all kinds
I still
of
have my
stuff at
South.
South
I
Range.
still have my South.
But the
South
thing is,
Range
it's
stuff.
way easier to wear all black than it is to wear like burgundy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we had burgundy
I
and
was wearing my
gold stuff.
South Range stuff last night.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what else is really good is A to Z Athletics.
Oh,
A to Z. Is it A to Z? In Springfield, they
Yeah.
got great Poland
They have
stuff.
Poland
They
stuff?
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And-
down New Middletown.
Yeah, New Middletown. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
And Mr. Fox, Ron Fox in Hubbard,
Okay.
does a lot of great stuff.
I can go
So,
check that out.
Yeah.
A to Z Athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you
go-
order. Yeah,
Dude, you're
Okay.
probably
good stuff.
closer to them than you are Boardman.
Well,
You know?
I'm close. I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm almost in Springfield.
Yeah.
Luke needs to wear one of Luke's. The suit needs to wear. You need to wear one of my tank tops.
We didn't cut his shirt.
After I lose 100 pounds, I'm like,
No, but guys, seriously, we have a snow day. We're bombing that hill.
Dude, I don't know if I'm
We're going on the other side of that fence, and we're bombing that hill.
I think trespassing.
This is trespassing.
There's
No sledding sign. It says it on that one hill. Maybe we'll start at the rock and we'll go all the way down the other way. The problem is, if there's so much snow on the ground, it's gonna be tough getting out there. You know what I mean? Like that's
I'm in.
gonna be a trek.
I'm in. All right. So
I'll do it. You just film from the fence.
We'll just leave the soup out of it.
yeah, I'm not allowed to break any.
We'll make him wear like a hood or something.
We can't not bring him into our debacle.
All right,
of
fine,
lifestyle.
There
All right,
may be a guy there. There may be a guy there.
Might be a guy.
Unnamed guy.
All right, everybody. We will see you guys on Thursday. We'll have Anthony Marchionda to talk about this condos.
Not Anthony Dom. Dom Jr.
Oh, I've been tagging Anthony
Have you nice?
on every.
Anthony, as a real estate agent, probably loves the press, so it's good.
I've been tagging the wrong person.
Yeah, you've been tagging the wrong guy.
Whoops.
It's all good.
All right. We'll see everybody Thursday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.